Welcome to another edition of Clarity Jams. I'm Jessica, and in this session, I'm sitting down with Grayson, the founder of Grove Cookie Company. Grayson's company sells cookies both B2C and B2B, but like many brands, his website might be leaving money on the table. In this video, you'll see how we uncover some quick wins to make his site work harder, boost B2B sales, and turn curious visitors into paying customers. Let's dive in.
Hello, my name is Grayson Hogard. I am a co-founder of Grove Cookie Company along with my wife. We are a B2B cookie company that was started in January of 2021 with the idea of sending cookies as the perfect gift for all those special moments.
I love it. Who doesn't love cookies? And the fact that this came out of like a pandemic era business and seems to be thriving is one of the reasons why you got my attention and why I'm super excited to come in and kind of hear a little bit more about your backstory. And it looks like from everything I can see, there's kind of a split model between a little bit of consumer facing as well as a little bit selling businesses.
Yep.
Am I right or am I wrong there?
Yep. No, that is correct. Yeah, it's a split between the two. I would say a majority of our business is definitely B2B or that business to business relationship, but I mean, quite a few people come to us for all their birthday gifting needs.
I love it. I noticed here where it says over 50,000 handcrafted gifts delivered across the country in the last, let's just say, under 4 years. Any reason why that's here and maybe not within the hero section?
I honestly don't know. I really don't have an answer. I figured you have your hero as the main, like, what are we doing here? And then you scroll down and you're like, oh, wow, this is a legit company. They have shipped over 50,000 orders across the country. So they must know what they're doing. So that's how my mind works. Again, I haven't paid for a CRO, a conversion rate optimization. I haven't done any of it. This is all me and my wife kind of pulling it together.
I love it. I noticed that there's like a carousel. So any kind of thought process behind what kind of led you to these headlines to make those special moments even sweeter?
Yeah, the carousel photos bridge the gap between those people that do come to our website that maybe aren't business focused and they understand like the idea of what our company is, because we do have a bakery in Tigard, Oregon, just outside of Portland. And so it's just when people land on our page, they're understanding of what we are. We don't have a retail storefront. It's just a pure bakery where we bake product and ship it out. So letting people know what we're about, and we're not just a cookie company designed just to satisfy your initial cravings is our goal.
Yeah, I love it. Bridging that like offline meets online philosophy. Is that also the process behind this pop-up?
It's a good offer, and then it's nice to see who is putting in their emails. And then if we collect business emails, it's cool to see how that is reflective of our ad spend. I mean, we've really cut back our ad spend, to be honest with you, but it has been a very good tool to see who is coming to our page, how they're interacting. Is the offer compelling? When we were running ads, what was that? Between August and like October, we gained like 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. One thing that I always tell other people to do, and I love to see it, which is, hey, don't just have a boring CTA button, actually kind of apply back to it where it's I love free cookies.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? And it's also like a way to have a little bit more personality forward without going the passive aggressive route, which you oftentimes see in e-commerce where you're just doing the opposite of that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so funny. I just did that with, I think it might have been Untuck It or another one. It's like, oh, you don't, yeah, it was literally that. You don't like discounts or something, like some off the cuff comment like that. So
yeah,
it's fun.
I mean, it's so common, but I love it when you lean into that, but don't lean into the passive aggressive side, because at that point it actually does lead to personality. And I would suspect is the reason why that offer converts as well as it does is because of that. And the other thing that just kind of stands out to me is after they obviously get the free cookies, what is the main reason that they're staying on your email list? Is it for your newsletter? Because I think it's somewhat unique for a cookie brand. Or is it the discounts, the gifting strategy, something else?
Yeah, hard to say. Just like why are people subscribing? I think a lot of it has to do with free cookies. When we were running ads, it wasn't specific to like business to business, although the ad copy reflected that. We had variations going on at the same time, but I don't know. Email marketing is freaking hard. If you we deal like the LTV lifetime value of the customers is so varying in our business because you do have one person that orders one box of cookies for $25. You also have one person that orders at Christmas time for $6,000. You also have a big Fortune 10 company who drops $60,000 at Christmas time. There's so many like variables in our business line because it is gifting. It's email newsletters are really hard. Like the avatar that we've created is a little broad, if that makes sense.
It absolutely does. And you're definitely not alone in
Yeah,
having so many different types of avatars and or personas within kind of your business model. I guess
right.
a question I had for you, which is how do you actually are you doing anything to segment your email list or even when they actually sign up to get that free offer? Do you have any sort of in email survey, which is sometimes you'll see like, hey, thanks so much for in your welcome email, be like, hey, tell us a little bit more about you. Click this one
Yeah,
link to be like,
yeah,
what type of business are you?
yeah,
Do you do something
yeah,
like that and segment your list, or do
yeah.
you try to treat the same for
Everyone goes through the same welcome series. It's 8 emails that goes like who we are at Grove, just kind of overview of what we are out to become, drive home the fact what we are. And then there's multiple flows behind the scene that go into getting them to ideas, purchase more, more discounts, more. It's just the typical e-commerce strategy. There's nothing unique about what we're doing. And as far as segmentation goes, it's really just about who orders and who doesn't.
Are you sending these besides your welcome sequence? Are you sending any other emails, and what do those emails generally look like?
From the newsletter
Yeah.
or from the welcome series?
After the welcome series, but like when they're still on your list, what are you talking about in your newsletter?
Yeah, first newsletter every month we do like our flavor release. That's an easy one. That's the only reason we do like new flavors because 95% of our orders are bestsellers, chocolate chip, or baker's choice. So that's new flavor every month. And then midway through the month, we try to, whether it's a holiday or a specific reason to send a gift, we'll do that. And then at the end of the month, we do this flavor's leaving. You could call it urgency, but it's just the fact that it's leaving at the end of the month.
It's a little bit of just adding that uniqueness or that novelty in
Yep,
the kind of the emails that you send. And I
exactly.
can just see that as well, just from like the products that you highlight. I'm assuming the ones
Yep.
that you're having on your homepage are generally the ones that are either like bestsellers.
It's people and gifting is just like how easy can you make it?
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
not.
And I love
I
the
do.
fact that you already put in here 50,000 handcrafted gifts, going back to what you said before. Just like from something that might actually be something to maybe lead with within one of your carousels, just if you are trying to lead into that B2B side. Ditto with what I kind of see here with a wall of logos that just screams B2B, but in a good way. And some really big name companies like Nike and Salesforce and Amazon,
Yeah.
maybe have you ever thought about putting that kind of above the fold or at the very least kind of on that B2B page just to kind of lean into the fact that, oh, this isn't just like a small cookie company. This is a company that, is working with really big businesses and
You
trusted by
know,
really big businesses.
I haven't played around with it very much. You could. What I've also wanted to do is make those logos linked to specific case studies. So rather than just logos, great. But I mean, the Amazon would be a great one to showcase like what they do at the holidays. Raymond James is great because here's what we do with financial advisors. Ameriprise is the same thing. Oh, Sendoso, we're, part of a gifting platform. Salesforce uses us. Yeah. Anyways, that would probably be a better use case for those logos rather than just static like everyone else does.
Yeah, I love it. Going the case study route is such a smart way, particularly if it's narrative focused and it makes your customer the hero of that. And you're just out there spreading joy because who doesn't like cookies? Have you done any sort of case studies like that yet?
Yeah, Amazon. If you go to our blog, we have a blog specific. If you go to B2B, oh, and then use cases, and
I love
then
it.
blog. If you go up one, up a little bit, up a little bit. Gosh, look at me. Scroll, go to the next page. Oh, there you go. Elevating Amazon businesses.
I love it.
There you go.
Very cool. Have
Yeah.
you thought about just linking to that right off of your homepage? So maybe it's not buried in 10 clicks feet.
Yeah, so if you go back to our homepage, if you scroll down like 3 scrolls, it should be like one of the ones we highlight. If you go down, 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 keep going, keep going. Okay, maybe like 6 scrolls down, excuse me. Sorry, wrong gray block. I think it's this next one is so that's our projects is where we highlight some of the use cases.
Yeah, I love
So
it. You probably are going to know exactly what I'd recommend next, which is why are you burying some of your best stuff and some of the things that make you unique so far down the page, or in one case, back in that blog, where
yeah,
which is great. Love that you have a blog, but maybe just it's so varied that are people
yeah,
necessarily seeing if you were to do like a heat map experiment or look at your analytics, I'd be
yep.
curious to see if anyone's actually even seeing it, even though because it's some of your best stuff is buried. On that same topic, backstory. Tell me a little bit more about this page and maybe why it's on this page and maybe not even more forward. So,
Yeah, that's just how my mind has always thought of websites is you have your main page and then you have your about us. Other than that, I don't have a scientific reason of why I do it that way.
is there anything else you'd want to add?
Not really. I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate you hopping on the mic and sharing a bit more about your story.
It's always good to review your website and see what can be adjusted and what needs to be adjusted and different ideas.